Hello, mathematical literacy learners. Welcome to lesson 6. We are taking a look at VAT. So this is still tax, but now it's no longer income tax. It is VAT added to prices and goods. It's tax added to prices and goods. So value added tax, VAT, is charged at 15%. Now, if we take a look at adding the 15%, I'm going to make an example. So we have VAT exclusive, which is the price without VAT. And then we have VAT, the amount that we are going to add to the price without VAT. Once we add VAT, we get VAT inclusive, which is the price with VAT, right? So the biggest mistake we make is that we say if something costs 600 Rand without VAT, we then say plus 15%. This is wrong. You don't do this. This is wrong because you're now adding percentage to rands. You cannot do that. You can only add rands to rands or cents to rands, right? So now, what do you do? Now you're asking yourself, then what do I do if I want to find VAT? You say 600 Rand multiplied by 15%. This will help you find VAT, and then you can add VAT to the 600 Rand. Then you have a VAT included price. Okay, so now another mistake that we make is we say 600 Rand multiplied by 15%. We say 600 multiplied by 15. That's wrong. That is not 15%. You just multiply it by 15, not 15%. So again, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to first find out what is 15 divided by 100. So how do I know that's 15 divided by 100? Because 15% is 15 over 100, right? So I'm just going to go into all these steps that you don't need to do once you are well practiced. You say, you go to your calculator, you say 15 divided by 100, and the calculator will say 0.15. Right? Oh, oops, I said multiply, that's multiply. Sorry. Then now we can multiply. Now we're going to say 600 multiplied by 0.15. And we get 90. So basically 15% of 600 is 90 rands. Now we have rands, right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to say 600 plus 90 rands, not 15%, right? And then we get 690 rand. So note, we have 600 rand, which is VAT exclusive price. And then we have 90 rands, which is the VAT itself. And then now if you add the two, which is 690, you get the VAT inclusive. Okay, VAT exclusive, if the money does not have VAT, you calculate 15%. You find out how much is 15% of 600, and this time it's 90 rand. And then you add the two, you get VAT exclusive. Again, one more time, we have the VAT exclusive, and then we add VAT to the VAT exclusive, and then we get VAT inclusive. So this plus this will give you VAT inclusive, which also means that this minus this will give you this. This two, when you minus them, you get this. But you'll see, we'll do that. Before we go any further, I would like us to take a look at this example. Right. VAT exclusive price of a shirt is 43 rands and 47 cents. Right. Now, before we read the questions, I would like us to read the statement and get something there. It says there, VAT exclusive price. So I already know there is no VAT in this amount. That's very important to know. This amount does not have VAT. I know this because they told me there that this is a VAT exclusive price. Now they're saying I must calculate VAT. It's very important to know when you are asked to calculate anything with VAT, it's very important to know that the amount you have, does it already have VAT or not? In this case, this one does not have VAT, and therefore we can continue with ease. All right, so let's take a look at this example. This example says VAT exclusive price of a shirt is 43 rands and 47 cents. Calculate VAT inclusive price. Okay, let's go back to the question first. Right there, it says exclusive price of 43 rand. It does not include VAT. That's very important to note as we move forward, that you will be told whether the amount includes VAT or excludes VAT, right? So this one does not include VAT, right? So we can take this amount and use it to calculate VAT. So what you're going to do is you're going to say VAT is equal to 43 rands and 47 cents multiplied by 15%. When we are doing calculations of percentage, what we do is we multiply by 15 and forget that there's 100 there dividing. So I've made it a rule of thumb that you don't multiply without reminding yourself of the 15% first. So what you do is, I'm going to skip one step this time. I did all the steps last time. So this time I'm going to skip a step to show you that you don't have to do all of it as long as you know what you're doing. So you say 15 divided by 100, and then that's 0.15. So 43 rands and 47 cents will actually be multiplied by 0.15. And you get 6 rands and 52 cents. I know you're thinking, Asanda, but we're in grade 12. You don't need, trust me. This is very important to know very well so that when you come across long and difficult questions, this is not an issue. You're not thinking, what to do, how to do it. It's just natural for you by then. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and answer the following question as well, which says calculate VAT inclusive price. Remember, we said if we have exclusive price and we have VAT, which we've already calculated, we can get VAT inclusive by adding the two. So what I'm going to do here is say VAT inclusive is equal to, and I say the VAT exclusive price of 447 will be added with the VAT itself, which is 5.52 cents, and I will get 0.99. Okay, I must have pressed something wrong. Okay, now I want to remind you of another method to calculate the VAT inclusive price when you have the VAT exclusive price, right? So this method, I call it the short method, where we're going to say this amount is 100%. They never said there's a shortage to it, but now we're going to add 15%. See how I add percentage to percentage and I add rands to rands? Yes, make sure that's how you do it. So now if I add 100 to 15%, I get 110, 15%. Now you know that 100 to 15% you've been using in grade 12, where it comes from. Okay, so now for me to calculate the VAT exclusive price, never mind this, a VAT inclusive price, I can say the money that does not have VAT, I can multiply it by 115%. Look what happens. So remember percentage, what do we do to percentage? We say 115 divided by 100. Remember that? Okay, so we're going to first do that. 47. Ooh, I make a lot of mistakes. Multiplied by 1,15. And then we're going to multiply that by the amount, and we get 43. Let me do it again. 43.47, just to be sure, because I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, it's 49.99. See? Magic. It's the short method. I call it the short method. Saints. If you notice anything here, always we are multiplying the money that does not have VAT. So the money that does not have VAT is multiplied, whether you're multiplying by 15% or you're multiplying by 115%. But the money that does not have VAT is multiplied, right? Okay. Now, remember, it is very important that we keep checking our progress so that we know where we stand. We know what we need to go and relook at. There's a little question that I want you to pause and do. You test yourself. So this time it's saying the item costs 460 rand and 86 cents excluding VAT. Calculate the VAT to be included. So this question says calculate the what? The VAT. Now what? VAT is calculated at 15%. When you are finding VAT and you're going to multiply by 15%, you always multiply the money that does not include VAT, which is called VAT excluding price. All right, so we're going to do the calculations. All right, so pause, do the calculations, and then check your answers. Okay, so what we did here is we calculated VAT by saying 460 Rand and 86 cents multiplied by 15%. And then we got VAT. So we are able to do the first method where you just take the VAT exclusive price and then you add VAT and then you get the VAT inclusive price. Done, right? Okay, so the second method is where you add the percentages and then you multiply by 115%, you get the VAT inclusive price. Now remember, just don't forget that the first question, I just kind of mended them together. The first question only said calculate VAT, and there we calculated VAT and that was it, right? And then the second question said calculate the VAT inclusive price. So this is where we're going to do this. You're supposed to start here and then add the 2, but I skipped it because I already had it at the beginning. And then you can choose the second method, the short method, as I call it, the short method, where you add the percentages and then you multiply with the percentages, and then you get VAT inclusive. Okay, so I just want to remind you guys, this is not about getting the answers correct, right? This is about checking yourself. Okay, how far have I come now, right? So where am I lacking? Where do I still need to go back and look at the examples and look at the information and relearn the stuff? Okay, so don't worry. That's why it's here. It's at your pace. You get to learn at your pace. And decide what you think you know and what you think you don't know. And then you move on to revision questions.